There is a place mentioned in the Bible that today lies hidden in the depths of the sea, having spent 2,000 years underwater, completely hidden in plain sight. The Bible described it precisely, and science has finally found it, providing irrefutable proof that what we read in the scriptures actually happened. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Get ready, because we are traveling back in time through 3,000 years of history to explore 13 exact places mentioned in the Bible that still exist today. Some are buried, others submerged, and others hidden in plain sight. But they all answer one staggering question. Is what we read in the Bible actually true? If you are passionate about discovering the truth, stick around, because we are about to reveal things no one has ever told you before. 1. Qumran and the Dead Sea Scroll. For centuries, critics claimed the Bible was a late, heavily manipulated text, arguing that thousands of years of copying had completely altered the original words. Then in 1947, a young Bedouin shepherd searching for a lost goat in the Judean Desert threw a stone into a cave and heard the sharp metallic sound of breaking pottery. What he found left the world speechless. The Dead Sea Scrolls. These parchment scrolls, preserved perfectly in sealed clay jars for over 2,000 years by the arid, salty climate, contained copies of every Old Testament book except Esther, dating as far back as the 3rd century BC. When experts compared the Great Isaiah Scroll, a staggering 23-foot document 1,000 years older than any previous copy, to the modern Hebrew Bible, they matched 95%. The remaining 5% were mere spelling variations. The news was devastating for critics. The Bible had not been rewritten. Qumran also yielded the mysterious copper scroll, a literal treasure map cut open with a surgical saw, revealing 64 locations of 26 tons of gold and 65 tons of silver, believed to be the hidden wealth of Jerusalem's Second Temple. 2. Sodom and Gomorrah. Just a few miles northeast of the Dead Sea lies the archaeological site of Tal el-Hammam. Genesis describes a lush tropical paradise here before God rained down fire and sulfur to judge the city's absolute corruption. For centuries, this was dismissed as an exaggerated myth. However, in 2021, scientists discovered a layer of ash several meters thick, melted bricks, and pottery turned to glass, a transformation requiring temperatures above 2,000 degrees Celsius. Science documented that around 3,600 years ago, a cosmic fireball exploded over the city with a force 1,000 times greater than the Hiroshima bomb, vaporizing everything in seconds. Walk along the nearby cliffs today, and you will find chilling evidence. Balls of pure sulfur embedded in the rock that ignite instantly with a blue flame, matching the biblical account of the rain of fire flawlessly. 3. The Jordan River. The Bible presents the Jordan River as a historic frontier. According to Joshua, when Israel crossed into the Promised Land, the raging waters suddenly stopped upstream at a town called Adam, leaving the riverbed dry. Modern geological records confirm this seemingly impossible event. The Jordan Valley is an active seismic zone, and earthquakes have repeatedly triggered massive landslides that completely dammed the river, most recently in 1927. Further along the river, archaeologists armed with the ancient Megiddo map discovered the exact location where Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist. They unearthed Byzantine churches and a massive cross-shaped baptismal pool carved into the rock, proving early Christians knew the precise spot of this monumental event. 4. Gilgal. The footprints of God. After crossing the Jordan, the Israelites set up their first camp at Gilgal. For decades, archaeologists found nothing, expecting a walled city. But when viewed from the sky, they discovered 5 massive stone enclosures shaped exactly like giant human footprints. Why a foot? In the ancient world, the foot was a legal symbol of ownership. God had promised Joshua, "I have given you every place where the sole of your foot treads." These stone sandals were open-air temples, physical deeds to the land, proving the conquest of Canaan was a historical reality. 5. Jericho. Just a few miles away loomed Jericho, the oldest and lowest city on earth. According to the Bible, the Israelites marched around the city, blew their trumpets, and the invincible walls crashed down, forming a perfect ramp for an assault. Modern digs left experts speechless when they found that the red mud bricks at the base of the wall had indeed fallen outward, creating a ramp exactly as the Bible described. Beneath the rubble lay a meter-thick layer of ash and dozens of jars filled with roasted grain. This proves 2 astonishing facts. The siege was incredibly short, and the Israelites obeyed God's command not to loot the food. Most miraculously, a northern section of the wall with houses built into it remained standing, matching the biblical promise that Rahab's house would be spared. 6. Jerusalem, the throne of the nation and the stage for the greatest biblical mysteries. When King David sought to conquer the impregnable Jebusite fortress, he discovered their secret: a vertical water shaft connected to the Gihon spring. His warriors infiltrated the tunnel, taking the city before dawn and renaming it Jerusalem. David's son, Solomon, built a colossal temple that stood for 4 centuries until the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar II reduced it to ash. Centuries later, Herod the Great expanded the rebuilt temple into an architectural marvel covered in pure gold. Jesus shockingly prophesied that not one stone of this temple would be left upon another. In 70 AD, Roman legions set the temple ablaze. The gold melted into the cracks, and Roman soldiers dismantled the building stone by stone to extract the wealth, fulfilling Jesus' prophecy to the letter. Today, the famous Wailing Wall is merely a retaining structure Herod built to hold up the temple's foundation. 7. Bethlehem. Just 5 miles away lies Bethlehem, the birthplace of King David and Jesus. The exact cave of the Nativity is preserved beneath the Basilica of the Nativity. Unwittingly, the Roman Emperor Hadrian marked the spot forever in 135 AD by building a pagan temple to Adonis directly over it to hide the holy site. Today, deep within the basilica, a 14-pointed silver star marks the geographic epicenter of the Christian faith. Yet modern Bethlehem is surrounded by a towering 26-foot concrete wall, leading to a devastating isolation that is causing its ancient Christian population to vanish rapidly. 8. Nazareth. Jesus was known by his hometown Nazareth, which was just a handful of insignificant stone houses clinging to a Galilean hillside. Many assume his earthly father Joseph was a carpenter, but the Greek word tekton actually means master builder or stonemason. When the Sisters of Nazareth convent dug a cistern in their courtyard, they uncovered a first-century home carved straight into the limestone, a stonemason's masterpiece. Byzantines had built the Church of the Nutrition directly over it to protect the house where Jesus was nurtured, located just yards from where the angel Gabriel appeared to Mary. All forensic evidence points to this being the actual childhood home of Jesus Christ. 9. Caesarea Maritima. Herod the Great built an astonishing artificial port city to dazzle Rome, erecting palaces where the waves literally slammed against the windows. In 1961, archaeologists at the site found a limestone block with an official Latin inscription, Pontius Pilatus, prefect of Judea. For skeptics who claimed Pilate was a myth, this was solid, irrefutable evidence that the governor who ordered Jesus' crucifixion was a real historical figure. Today, due to earthquakes, the real Caesarea lies deep underwater, a sunken marvel of ancient engineering. 10. Capernaum. Jesus chose this bustling fishing village on the Sea of Galilee as the base of his ministry. Here, archaeologists found a house of worship from the time of Jesus directly beneath a later synagogue. Just a few yards away lay an ordinary home converted into an early Christian gathering place. Its ancient plastered walls were covered in prayers and the name, Lord Jesus Christ. It was the home of Simon Peter, the very place where Jesus healed the sick and drove out spirits. Yet because the city rejected him, Jesus prophesied its downfall. True to his word, Capernaum was eventually abandoned and disappeared into history. 11. Mount Sinai. This is the awe-inspiring mountain where God descended in fire and gave Moses the 10 Commandments. While tradition points to Egypt's Sinai Peninsula, home to St. Catherine's Monastery, and an ancient, unburnable shrub believed to be the descendant of the burning bush, others look to Jabal al-Lawz in Saudi Arabia. There, a mountain stands with an inexplicably blackened, scorched peak, perfectly aligning with the biblical account of the summit burning like a furnace. 12. Babylon and the Tower of Babel. On the plains of modern-day Iraq lie the ruins of antiquity's most feared metropolis, Babylon. Here, archaeologists uncovered thousands of bricks stamped with the name of Nebuchadnezzar II, confirming the existence of the king who destroyed Jerusalem. They also discovered the Cyrus cylinder, proving the Persian king Cyrus truly did conquer the city in a single night and allow the Jews to return home. Even more staggering is the evidence for the Tower of Babel. The ruins of the Etemenanki, a colossal 90-meter-tall step pyramid, were built with kiln-fired bricks and bitumen exactly as Genesis specifies. King Nebuchadnezzar left behind a stone stele boasting that he gathered people of all languages to reconstruct an ancient, unfinished tower. In this same region, the Sumerian king list was unearthed. This clay artifact records the reigns of kings before and after a catastrophic global flood, showing pre-flood lifespans of thousands of years that dramatically plummet after the deluge, providing stunning, non-biblical confirmation of the lifespans of biblical patriarchs like Methuselah. 13. Megiddo, Armageddon. Our journey ends at Tel Megiddo in northern Israel, This hill is a layer cake of 26 different destroyed civilizations built upon one another. Because it commanded the ultimate global trade route, armies from Egyptians and Canaanites to Romans and Ottomans have bled here. Archaeologists have uncovered massive Solomonic gates and a desperate underground water tunnel. Its Hebrew name, Har Megiddo, translates to Armageddon. According to the Book of Revelation, when the global Babylon-like system of human pride finally collapses, the kings of the earth will gather in this very valley for the ultimate battle. Armageddon proves that biblical history is not a hollow cycle, but a road moving toward a final destiny. The verdict. We have traveled through 13 biblical locations, from the marble of Jerusalem to the mud of Babylon. So, is what we read in the Bible true? Science, history, and archaeology reply with a resounding yes. Thank you for staying to the end. If you want to help this truth reach more people, drop a like.
And if you want to discover more, you absolutely need to watch our next video about the